The mind is like water. When it's turbulent, everything is difficult to see. And when it's calm, everything is clear. With this quote, I, Vivan, with my classmate Sophie, would like to welcome respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends for this program. Are you aware what day is today? Today is Science Day.
Science has helped humanity to satisfy its basic needs and has improved the standard of living of people. With the help of science, humans have developed a number of technologies, and with the help of these advanced technologies, we have been able to discover new scientific facts. Science has also become one of the basic necessities of human life. Hence, this day needs to be celebrated with enthusiasm. On this note, I would like to invite Aisha Patil for today's welcome speech.
Starting today, I need to forget what's gone, appreciate what remains, and look forward for what's next. Because what the caterpillar says and ends, the world calls it a butterfly. Good morning, Honorable Principal, Reverend Sister Rosemary George, Vice Principal Reverend Sister Rincy Varghese, sisters, teachers, and my dear friends. I am extremely honored to speak before this honorable gathering of the National Science Day. Every year, February 28, we celebrate this day to mark the invention of the Raman effect. However, do you know what it is and why the government has dedicated a day? The National Science Day commemorates the invention of the Raman effect by the great Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. The Raman effect was also known as the Raman scattering. It was an important discovery in the field of scattering of light. The discovery stated that when the light traverses through a transparent object, some of it gets dispersed and the dispersed light changes its wavelength and amplitude, though slightly. He was also awarded with the Nobel Prize in 1930 in physics for this important discovery. The National Science Day promotes science and technology and its feasibility in our daily life. The National Science Day also encourages scientists, writers, students and others who are involved in the promotion of science and technology. This day must be observed with the same diligence every year and should not be limited only to the science fraternity but also have participation from the various walks of life. The main objective of the National Science Day is to encourage people by popularizing science and technology and awareing people of its importance in our daily life. Every year the day is celebrated with a particular theme. This year the day is celebrated with the theme of Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. As students, it is our responsibility to honor the great man and his invention by contributing greatly towards the field of science and technology. I wish all the science enthusiasts the very best to enhance their scientific zeal. Thank you.
Let us thank God for the gift of science and let us ask God for the blessings for those people who are engaged in scientific research and technology. For this, I would like to request the choir to sing today's prayer song.
You
science has an important role to play in day-to-day human lives, I would like to call upon Reina Fernandez to enlighten us more on this subject.
A very pleasant morning to each and every one. I am Reina Fernandez and today I am going to talk about our National Science Day. This is a famous quote by an Indian scientist, C.V. Raman. I am the master of my failure. If I never fail, how will I ever learn? Let us now see what is the importance of National Science Day. India celebrates National Science Day every year on 28 February. The day has been observed annually since 1987 in honor of the great Indian scientific discovery of Raman effect, which is a particular phenomenon of light scattering by matter, uncovered by the Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930. On this occasion, theme-based science communication activities are carried out all over the country. It is considered one of the biggest science festivals celebrated in various forms in schools and colleges and state and national science institutions. This day is of utmost importance in the history of science for the remarkable discovery of the Raman effect by C.V. Raman on this day in 1928 in his laboratory at the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science IACS, Kolkata. In fact, this was the first Nobel Prize for India in the field of science, and the American Chemical Society designated this discovery as an international historical landmark from 2013. To mark his discovery, the Government of India, through the Department of Science and Technology, initiated this day as a National Science Day and organized programs nationwide through the Science and Technical Councils and Technology Departments to trigger importance of science in daily life and science for human welfare throughout the country. One more important objective is giving an opportunity to scientific-minded citizens in the country. The theme for National Science Day 2022. Every year, National Science Day is celebrated with a concept or theme that focuses on the importance of science, and the Department of Science and Technology selects the theme. The motive of the year's theme is to encourage talented Indian minds to come out from silence working culture and take part in theme-based projects. Dr. Jitendra Singh launched the theme of National Science Day 2022, Integrated Approach in S&T for Sustainable Future. He highlighted that a fourfold integrated approach in S&T for sustainable future will help us come out of a culture of being in silence as suggested by the Prime Minister to play a leading role in the global arena. Many institutions organize open house for their laboratories and appraise students about career opportunities available in a particular research laboratory or institution. It is time to sustain this spirit, and the National Science Day will be the occasion to take a pledge for this and work with the integrated approach henceforth for sustaining livelihoods, sustaining human life, and for India to emerge as a leader in science, Dr. Singh said. Let us now see the names of some popular Indian scientists. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Nowadays, food adulteration is increasing rapidly and causing harmful effects on human beings. Food adulteration decreases our immunity and makes us more prone to diseases. To know more about this, I request Shreya Patil, Cheryl Sajimon and Arya Tiwari to brief us.
Good morning everyone, this is Shreya and I am Madhya and we are here to test food adulteration in milk. We are having 2 samples of milk and some iodine to test if it's adulterated or not. We are going to add 2 drops of iodine in sample A to test if it's adulterated or not. safe through break. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so I'm going to tell you about different types of adult prints present in sugar with the help of experiment. But before we get started with the experiment, I'm going to tell you about some different types of adult prints present in sugar, which are chalk powder, washing soda, sooty stones, etc. So let's get started with the experiment. I've taken 2 glasses of distilled water, 2 different types of sugar from the market. So I'm gonna take this first sugar and mix it with the water. Mix it. And we'll keep this aside for a minute. Now I'm gonna take this next solution. So now you can see difference between these 2 solutions. This solution is transparent, while you can see a slight change of color in this solution, which means the sugar I used in this solution was adulterated. For the next one, I'm going to show you different types of adult prints using red chili powder with the help of another experiment. So different types of adult prints used in red chili powder are Sudan red, red brick powder and other artificial colors. So let's get started with our experiment. Taking this. Now let's keep this aside for a minute. Okay? Now we are gonna take this one solution, red chili powder, mix this one with the water. You can see the difference between the color of both the solution. This one, the particles are settled down at the bottom, which means this one is adulterated, while this one, the particles are completely dissolved. So thank you.
Scientists are important for the world because they help people understand the way the world works in very specific ways. To understand more about scientists and how they work for us in the fields of science, let me call Stephen Daniel, Arnav Sachin Thorave, Purvaja Eshwareen and Kritika Karan for the scientist enactment.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Do you know who I am? Yes, you guessed it right. I am Homi Jahangir Baba. Everyone calls me Homi Baba. Today is the occasion of Science Day, and I would like to tell you about me and my achievements in the field of science. I was born on October 30, 1909 in in Bombay in a prominent, wealthy Parsi family. I went to the University of Cambridge, England in 1927, originally to study mechanical engineering, but once there, I developed a strong interest in physics. In January 1933, I received my doctorate in nuclear physics after publishing my first scientific paper, The Absorption of Cosmic Radiation. When World War II broke out in 1939, I was in India on a holiday. With Europe in turmoil, I decided to stay, and at the orders of physicist Sir C.V. Raman, director of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, I joined the institute as a reader in physics in 1940. I realized that the development of nuclear energy was crucial for the future industrial growth of the country, as the available sources of power and energy were limited. Funded by businessman J.R.D. Tata, Indian nuclear research began with the inception of the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in 1945. I was appointed as the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission instituted by the Government of India in 1948. I was instrumental in setting up the Atomic Energy Establishment in Trombay, which was renamed as the Baba Atomic Research Center BARC. This is a picture of the BARC by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. In 1954, I was awarded the Padma Bhushan by the Government of India. I am credited with formulating a strategy of focusing on extracting power from the country's vast thorium reserves than its uranium reserves. The approach proposed by me to achieve this strategic objective became India's three-stage nuclear power program. Words are not enough to express the gratitude I hold in my heart for everyone who worked with me, my family's constant support, and the opportunities to serve the nation. My success will not depend on what A or B thinks of me. My success will be what I make of my work. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am APJ Abdul Kalam. My full name is Abul Pakir Zainul Abdin Abdul Kalam. Very few people know me by my full name, as I was usually addressed as Missile Man of India and People's President. I was born in a very poor family in Rameshwaram on October 15, 1931. Since childhood, I enjoyed flying and was equally curious to know how birds fly in air. I was very intelligent and enjoyed reading, but my family did not have sufficient income for my school fees. So, to support my education, I would wake up early in the morning and ride a bicycle 3 kilometers from home to collect newspaper and sell them. I was admitted to St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli, and later I went to complete a degree in physics in 1954, and then studied at the Madras Institute of Technology and graduated in archaeological engineering in 1985. Since childhood, I wanted to be a pilot, but couldn't make my dream come true. I learned from my mistakes and accomplished numerous achievements in my life. After completing my degree, I entered the Defense Department of India. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Raman Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. I was born at Tiruchirappalli in southern India in 1888. I came from an academic background as my father was a lecturer in mathematics and physics. I joined Presidency College, Madras in 1902 and in 1904 passed my BA examination, winning first place and gold medal in physics. I completed my MA degree in 1907, obtaining the highest distinctions. My earliest researches were carried out in optics and acoustics while I was a student. Since at that time a scientific career did not present the best of career opportunities, I joined the Indian Finance Department in 1907. Although preoccupied with my office work, I found opportunities for carrying on experimental researches in the laboratory of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science at Calcutta. Later, I became honorary secretary for the institute in 1990. In 1917, I was offered the Pallet Chair of Physics at Calcutta University. After 15 years at Calcutta, I became professor at Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. Since 1948, I was the director of the Raman Institute of Research at Bangalore. In 1922, I published my work on the molecular diffraction of light, the first of a series of my investigations with my collaborators, which ultimately led to the discovery on 28th February 1928 of the radiation effect which bears my name, Raman effect, and which gave me the 1930 Nobel Prize in Physics. I have been honored with a large number of honorary doctorates and memberships of scientific societies. I have been elected as a fellow of the Royal Society early in my career and was knighted in 1929. Thank you.
Hello, I am Kalpana Chawla and today I am going to tell you about my life. I was born on March 17, 1962 to a Punjabi Hindu family of Karnal, present-day Haryana. As a child, I was fascinated by planes and flying. After I got a Bachelor of Engineering degree in Aeronautical Engineering from Punjab Engineering College, I flew to the United States and there I got the Master of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering. In 1988, I started working for NASA MS Space Research Center. I first flew in the Space Shuttle Columbia in 1997 as a mission specialist and a primary robotic arm operator. During my career, I have received 3 NASA medals. First one, Congressional Space Medal of Honor. Second one, Space Flight Medal. Third one, NASA Distinguished Service Medal. During the February 1, 2003 Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, the world lost me. But now I am back to encourage you all to follow your dreams. Thank you.
Medicinal plants is used in traditional medicinal practices since prehistoric. They also act as home remedies. Some medicinal plants are rose, tulsi, neem, aloe vera, etc. To know more about some specific medicinal plants, I would like to call Sanika for aloe vera and Madhya for neem.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanika Sanjay Salve. Today I am going to say about aloe vera. Aloe vera, sometimes described as a wonder plant, is a short stem shrub. Aloe vera genus contains more than 500 species. Its botanical name of aloe vera is Aloe Vanellus minor. In Hindi it is called as Grikit Kumari. The leaves of aloe vera are succulent, erect and form descent-wostly. Many uses of aloe vera are made up of gel obtained from the plant leaves, for example herbals. Due to its moisturizing, soothing and for cold property and for cold preventions, we can offer it as a treat burns. Promotes oral health. Aloe vera toothpaste and mouthwash are natural options, improving oral hygiene and reducing plaque. And for clean acne, using fresh aloe vera on your face, it may help to clean up acne. It is safe for most people to use aloe vera on their face. Tropically and minor skin cares. Never use aloe vera on severe cuts and burns. It is safe for most people to use aloe vera. But if they have underlying health condition or take medicines or take herbs, talk to your doctor before using aloe vera. It may could react with other medicines or substance. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Madhya Khan and I am going to speak about the plant neem. Neem, also called as neem or margosa, fast-growing tree of the mahogany family. Valued as a medicinal plant, as a source of organic pesticides and for its timber. Neem is likely native to the Indian subcontinent and to dry areas throughout South Asia. It has been introduced to parts of Africa, the Caribbean, and the numerous counties in South and Central America. The plant has long been used in Ayurvedic and folk medicine and is used in cosmetics and in organic farming appliances. Growth. Neem trees are attractive broad-level evergreens that can grow up to 13 meter tall and 2.5 meter in girth. Uses. Nearly all parts of the neem tree are useful, and many of its medicinal and cosmetic uses are based on its antibacterial and antifungal properties. Neem is commonly used in shampoos for treating dandruff and in soaps or cream for skin conditions such as acne and athlete's foot. It is also a component in some toothpastes and mouthwashes. Especially in the Indian subcontinent, the young twigs are used directly as crude toothbrushes in rural areas. Neem is thought to have originated in Assam and Burma. However, the exact origin is uncertain. Some say neem is native to the whole Indian subcontinent, others attribute it to dry forest areas throughout all of South and Southeast Asia, including Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Indonesia. Thank you.
Accidental discoveries are the faculty of making fortunate discoveries by accident. There are many accidental discoveries such as Coca-Cola, microwave, Vaseline, etc. Some accidental discoveries were also caused due to carelessness and unfortunate results of some scientists. For some more information on this, I would like to call Anushka Roy and Nupur Priyadarshini.
Good morning everyone, I am Anushka Basuroy of 8th Rose will be sharing some points on accidental inventions that we use in our daily lives. The first one is penicillin. Discovered in 1928, penicillin was one of the world's first antibiotics, but the man who discovered it, Dr. Alexander Fleming, never actually meant to revolutionize all medicines as he later described it. Rather, Fleming came across the antibiotic entirely by chance when he left out cultures of Staphylococcus aureus in his lab for 2 weeks and returned to find that their growth had been stopped by a mold called Penicillium notatum. Moving on is X-ray machine. On November 8, 1895, physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was in his laboratory in Würzburg, Germany, experimenting on a vacuum tube covered in cardboard when he noticed a mysterious glow emanating from a chemically coated screen nearby. Confused and intrigued, he named the new rays causing this glow X-ray due to their unknown origin, and after playing around some more with the new rays, he discovered that putting his hand in front of the glow allowed him to see past his skin to his bones, thus leading to the world's first X-ray. The last, matchsticks. In 1826, chemist John Walker discovered what are now matchsticks when he accidentally scraped a stick coated in chemicals across his heart and found that it caught fire. Walker's friction lights, as he called them, were originally made out of cardboards, but eventually he switched over to using wooden splints and sandpaper. Thank you and have a nice day.
I am Nupur and today we are going to know the discoveries which made accidentally. Not every great invention was made according to the plan. In fact, some of the results in happy accident. First, we'll talk about Coca-Cola. Who doesn't like Coca-Cola? It used as a daily life. Everyone loves to drink it, but do you know it also made accidentally? The inventor of Coca-Cola is the John Pemberton. In 1880s, Pemberton sold a syrup made of wine and coca extracts he called Pemberton's French wine coca, which was used as cure for headaches and nervous disorders. In 1885, Atlanta banned the sale of alcohol, so Pemberton created a
purely cocoa-based version of the syrup that could be mixed with carbonated water and drank as a soda, and it results as a Coca-Cola. Second, we'll talk about chocolate chip cookies. The inventor of it is Ruth Wakefield. While mixing a batch of cookies in 1930, Wakefield discovered was the out of baker's chocolate. As a substitute, she broke sweetened chocolate into small pieces and added them to cookie dough. She expected the chocolate to melt, making chocolate cookies, but little bits remained intact. Third, we'll talk about potato chips. Nowadays, each and every children loves to eat potato chips. But do you know how it made accidentally? The inventor name is George Crumb. He was a chef at the Carimon Lake house in the Saratoga Springs in New York. Crumb was trying to serve a customer French fries in the 1853. Customer sent his French fries back, asking them to be thinner and crispier. Crumb lost his temper. He sliced the potatoes very thinner and
last but not the least, I would like to call Viii Srivastav for the vote of thanks.
Good morning, Reverend Sister Rosemary George, Reverend Sister Lindsay Varghese, teachers, my dear friends, and the viewers. India is a land where numerous brilliant brains have made their contribution in this field of science and technology and enhanced its position around the globe. India produced great scientists and mathematicians like Albert Einstein, C.V. Raman, APJ Abdul Kalam, Kalpana Chawla, Adar Poonawalla, and like them. How can we forget of our scientists and doctors' contribution during the pandemic of COVID-19? I would also like to thank the students of 8th rows and my classmates of 6th rows who gave their best to celebrate Science Day. A special mention to our respected Principal Reverend Sister Rosemary George for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best and standing like pillars of strength. With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teachers for their untiring efforts to make this endeavor a success. The celebration of Science Day has enlightened our minds and has shown us a new path. My gratitude to all the speakers for gracing the occasion and sharing their opinions today. I am short words for their involvement and their willingness to take the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Thank you. Have a nice day.